Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it is. It is time for our weekly tarot and astrology reading here on this beautiful Sunday morning, May the 22nd of 2022. As usual, I'm going to go over some tarot cards from the Tarot de Marseille. They're going to tell us about our upcoming week. And then we'll take a look at some astrology, which, as usual, is going to be interesting. So please stay tuned. Okay, in a moment, 3 Tarot de Marseille trump cards are going to come onto the screen and cover my face. The cards I drew at random for this week's reading from the CBD Tarot are the Fool, the Lovers, and the Chariot. The Fool is trucking along, carrying his bandana, his belongings on his pole, slung over his back, as a creature gnaws at his genitals, either spurring him on or trying to maybe call him back. He's just oblivious, walking along. In the next frame, we see the Fool being besieged by 2 women. They are pulling him in different directions. Cupid, spotting his predicament, says, "I'll help you make up your mind. I'll shoot you with an arrow, and then maybe you'll get some clarity." But with this clarity, with this inspiration, comes the ability to take control of these disparate forces, of these things that pull upon us as the Fool. So we see the man of the Chariot. The 2 women have now become 2 horses, which are at his command. He is standing upright, strong, tall, above them, and in control of his chariot. So I would say if you feel like you're pulled in different directions, if you're not sure about where to go, you're unclear about what to do, as you resolve this, as you make firm decisions, and as you take perhaps differing opinions, and you take the best of each, you take the best of what is offered, you put it together, and then you know where to go, and then you're in control. We're in control. We know what to do, we're resolute, and we can go ahead and just sail upon our destiny. Okay, now as far as astrology goes, we are still in a Mercury retrograde, which will end on June 3rd. Mercury has gone from being in Gemini into Taurus. So this is a Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Mercury retrogrades are characterized by communication glitches, travel problems, electronics going awry perhaps. It affects people differently. Some people it affects hardly at all. Some people it has a dramatic effect depending on how your chart is configured. These situations will come to an end around June 3rd when Mercury does go direct. We do have a new moon coming up next week, so we'll talk about that next Sunday. We do have Jupiter in the sign of Aries now. It's gone out of Pisces into Aries, which is not really the greatest sign for it. Aries is Mars ruled. Jupiter is very generous. Mars is more aggressive, slug it out sort of energy. Saturn is still in the sign of Aquarius. It's probably the strongest planet right now because it is in a sign that it naturally rules in traditional astrology. The other planets are doing so to speak. And as far as planets and days of the week goes, well, not really all that, not all that particularly strong. That being said, it's still a good time for banishing. If you need to get rid of things in your life, you need to clear things, get rid of situations, attitudes, people, this is an excellent time to do it. This is the time to work on that. And that's going to be true for the next week. And the next week will be a different story. Well, thank you for watching my weekly tarot reading. Excuse me. I really appreciate it. Until I see you next week, many, many blessings.